Hi guys, I'm Libertman, forced to be alone, free to decide how. Today we continue building this channel theoretical foundation. In this video we'll look at one of the most well-known personality models in the world, the MBTI, Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. You've probably heard of it, but very few people know what it really means, where it comes from or how to use it correctly. Today I'll explain it simply, clearly and practically. So where does the MBTI come from? The MBTI was created by Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers in the mid-20th century. They based their work on the ideas of Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, who proposed that people perceive the world and make decisions in different ways, according to internal cognitive preferences. In other words, not everyone processes reality in the same way. The MBTI doesn't tell you how you should be. It reveals how your mind naturally functions. So let's make a first distinction. The MBTI initially divides humanity into two major orientations, introverts and extroverts. The introverts recharge energy when alone, and prolonged social interaction drains them. Introverts process experience internally, while extroverts recharge when they are around other people. Their social environments energize them, and they process experience externally. However, it's important to clarify something. Introversion and extraversion are not rigid or mutually exclusive categories. They form a spectrum. Everyone has a mix of both tendencies. What differs is the proportion. At the center of the spectrum is what we call ambiversion, people who combine both tendencies in roughly 50% introversion and 50% extraversion. Who can adapt relatively flexibly to different environments, enjoying both solitude and social interaction as needed. But that flexibility does not mean lack of inner preference. Ambiverts still need a balance of both to maintain their emotional and energetic equilibrium. A particularly interesting example within the MBTI are INFJs and ENFJs, often considered the most flexible types in the entire system. They can stretch themselves temporarily to function like their opposite, more externally or more internally, but doing so comes at a high energetic cost. Most other MBTI types are more stable and inflexible, and cannot sustain behavior contrary to their nature for long. In summary, it is normal to have traits from both sides, but your dominant preference determines how you recharge energy and how you process life. In the MBTI, there are 8 introverted types and 8 extroverted types. In total, they are 16 personality types. So, what are cognitive functions? Think of personality like a recipe. We all have the same ingredients, but in different amounts, proportion, and order. Those ingredients are the cognitive functions. They are mental tools that determine how we perceive information, we make decisions, and we react to the world. Each of the 16 types has a unique combination of these functions, which explains why people differ so much in the way they act, think, feel, and relate. We won't go deep into functions here, that can be for another time. So what is the MBTI test like? It's a questionnaire, usually between 80 and 120 questions, designed to measure your cognitive preferences and behavioral tendencies. It's important to remark that you must answer based on who you truly are in your usual state, not based on what society expects, what others think is correct, or how you feel only today. Answer honestly and as if no one were reading your responses. Only then you will get a meaningful result. So let's make a brief description of the 16 personality types. First, we have the 8 introverted types, and then the 8 extroverted types. This is not a technical class, so just a brief description to help you begin identifying yourself. So, the 8 introvert types. We have first the INTJ. These are the strategic thinker, sees patterns and long-term plans. Then the INTP is the analytical explorer, searches for truth, loves ideas. The ISTJ, responsible realist and disciplined and duty-oriented. The ISTP, the practical problem solver, calm, learns by doing. The INFJ is the insightful guide, understands people deeply. The INFP is the inner idealist, meaning-oriented, emotionally deep. The ISFJ is the quiet caretaker, loyal, protective, stable. The ISFP is the sensitive artist, expressive, spontaneous, present-focused. And then on the other side, the 8 extrovert types, we can find the ENTJ, that is the natural leader, ambitious, decisive, strategic. The ENTP is the innovative challenger, creative, loves to debate. The ESTJ is the practical organizer, direct, efficient, structured. The ESTP is the action-driven, adaptable, bold, lives in the moment. The ENFJ is the charismatic mentor, inspiring, community-oriented. The ENFP is expressive, idealist, curious, imaginative, social. The ESFJ is the social caregiver, warm, cooperative, harmony-oriented. And the ESFP is the energetic performer, fun, spontaneous, lively. So what is the MBTI useful for? It helps you understand why people think differently, why certain tasks feel natural to you and others feel exhausting, which environments energize you or drain you, which careers fit you better, why some relationships flow while others clash. It is one of the most helpful tools for becoming the best version of yourself. It shows you that others are not difficult, they simply operate differently. So how we will use MBTI on this channel? This channel will not focus on deep analysis of each cognitive function. Many specialized YouTube channels already do that. Here we use MBTI as one piece of a broader framework, together with the Big Five, your behavioral traits, and the integral model that covers your context. This combination will later allow us to define the 4 macro clusters or macro groups called C4PC. That is the model that I have developed, which we will explore soon. So by now, if you don't know your MBTI type, take an online test. I will give you a link in the description. Choose any decent version of it, and remember to answer from honesty based on your real, usual tendencies. Then search your type on YouTube or explore some specialized blogs and take notes and dig as deep as you can and take as much time as you can to learn as much as possible, and this will help you understand yourself better. By knowing your MBTI type is like getting the instruction manual of your mind. It won't solve everything, but it will give you clarity about how you perceive reality, how you make decisions, which environments help you thrive, what drains you or nourishes you, why you fit with some groups and not others. And once you see things clearly, you stop fighting yourself and start walking in peace. In the next video, we're going to explore the Big Five, the model that describes your behavioral tendencies. So thank you for being here, and see you in the next one.